Yo, what's up? What's good? You know, after a long day, I'm doing all right. I haven't uploaded in a few days because I've been really been sick. No COVID or mudpox or monkeypox related or anything like that, but just a, just a couple fevers and stuff. But I had a very long rest day, like a 5 day rest day. So I did like I did about 100 plus push-ups, 100 push-ups today. I might do 100 more. I might continue on to 100 more. And oh, I thought I was something on my other monitor screen until I feel like I'm burned out. But I feel excited though. I feel excited. I wanted to talk about today because just like the title of the video, there are there are things in life that can hold you back, and one of them it could be family. I feel like this is a topic that I don't really get to talk about as much because family is long past their glory days. And I feel like many family members will inevitably be their own downfall. To me, I feel like family as a whole lost their valuable structure, kind of like the whole hunters and gatherers and villages, and how many people choose to be poor rather than thrive for success. There's nothing wrong with where you at, and if you're happy about it, hey, I'm just saying. But we still got to address some things that I believe that has to be done. In the past, I believe I kind of mentioned that if you have something, you move in silence. And that I believe I still stand by that because the longer I've realized it, I've realized just how completely far gone the USA has driven and how much they have brainwashed and convinced other people otherwise. And why I feel like someone in your family members could hold you back is it could be due to it could be the childhood trauma, perhaps. Maybe they didn't have the leverage or the privilege to do what they wanted. So most of the time they see someone younger than them, and I guess they want to relinquish that same feeling because they held it on for so long and they want to let it out somehow. So I believe that's another main factor. But unless someone is super supportive and really cares about what you're doing, then you should not be telling anyone you gotta move in silence. And moving in silence is the best faith. I've been secretly been saving up my money like for the past couple months. I've made a video explaining about how I'm going to be saving up my money, and it's been doing great actually. Like every time it's payday, I take a small portion out because I know my paycheck might diminish, but I have limits some things so I don't overdo it. I am being way more careful on what I'm eating now and what I'm spending, so that's a good thing. I still got to go back to the gym though because I hadn't been to the gym for like 5 days. It's just terrible. But I still look good though. So by the time the week is done, I'm gonna be rock swollen, like for sure. Family can hold you back, and I feel like it's one of the biggest issues I have with my siblings. For example, me and my older sister, we never see eye to eye. When it comes down to things, is that as well. The problem is that I don't want to bring up now. I don't personally I don't want to bring up religion, and I do not want to bring up anything Muslim related because this isn't what this topic is about. We can discuss about religion another time, but let's talk about culture and ideology for a second, right? You could do something, and you could tell them about it, like, oh yeah, sure, but then they'll come up to you. But they'll come up to you either on the same day or a couple days later, like, oh, don't do this and that, or like that. So I can understand if it's like a motherly instinct, like, okay, maybe my mother had like this weird vision, like this motherly instinct. Okay, sure. But if I got a random family member telling me something, and then they go like yo, tell me why, right? Tell me why I was working to become real estate, which I am, by the way. But I decided, you know what? I wanted a little bit more information. I wanted to tell somebody. Big mistake, by the way. Right? So I told my sister, right? At first, not much has happened. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. So I some the weeks goes by, the days goes by, excuse me. I get a text message, and she told me, the text message didn't even look right. I'm like, she couldn't even write. I'm like, bruh. She said, "Oh, don't do this and that because you're not. Oh, because you're not a. Oh, don't do that because you're a Muslim." And I think a couple days later, she basically told me in person about it, and I'm like, I lied to her face. I'm like, "Oh yeah, 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 sure, 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 sure," and I just made her disappear because I don't fucking care. Like, absolutely, I do not give a shit. I'm getting sick and tired. Look, okay. Before I continue on this tiny little rant, I I definitely want to say to all of my Muslim brothers and sisters, I mean no disrespect, and I mean it with all my heart. But we're not gonna. I'm not gonna bring that here in this video. But I am gonna bring out something that really bothers me, and I'm pretty sure you can see it too. It doesn't have to specifically be a Muslim. I'm pretty sure any other religion. I'm pretty sure any other religion, anyone in any in particular religion can relate to this. I personally do not care. Number one, number one. I understand in the world of religion, there's maybe some things you can or cannot do. But let me tell you something. Money is money. Listen, I'm not gonna work a minimum wage job until for the next 40 years down the road in my life, only to only for what? Only for what? To go broke? To not be able to see my family, my kids, get a hurt, my backing working right, to not get gains? Come on, man. To miss out all the good stuff in life? Life is more than just waking up every day for a job that you hate only to get paid the bare minimum because you have to do more work. You know what I mean? I'm the kind of person, to me, that hard work, when you do hard work, you see good results. But if you just bullshit on it, you're telling people, oh, if you work hard and you keep working hard, you can play. Like, no, 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 fuck you. No, fuck that. Fuck you. Lawan teke, patalamike. Cha. That's not gonna be shit down the road. I've seen I've seen my coworkers. Yeah. You don't think I eavesdrop on their conversations? I'll be seeing them going through the midlife crisis. I'll be seeing them going through the depression. Bro, I have a coworker who's been going through suicide thoughts. And I kid you not. There's days where she literally comes up to me and she says, I just want to kill myself. I'm just like, what made you think you want to do that? She's too stressed. She's homeless. It's funny because she works a job, she has two dogs, but she lives like, but because how everything changed, she's homeless. She's living in probably some random apartment, and it's rough, and I could definitely see that. It's definitely rough out here. But but you can't just go around telling people I'm just gonna kill myself. Like, yo, like, easy now, easy. Like, don't do that to yourself. It's like, I'm not gonna forgive you for that one. But going back to me now, if we want to talk about money, let's actually do it. You know what I mean? Let's actually physically do it. Like, straight up. It's like, yo, We could do it this way. Like, oh, I got a plan. Or we could work something out. I'm on board for that. But we gotta be committed together. You can't just say stuff and you're not gonna do it. I'll be like, bro, you good? No, like no, like it's like it hurts my head when it hurts my head sometimes whenever someone says things and they don't do it. Like there's a difference between there's a gap difference between you and me. Like we are not the same. We're not the same kind of people. And I bet there's someone out there who feels it the exact same way how I'm feeling. It's like I'm here to make money. I'm here to level up. I'm here to leave the hood. If you want to stay, I'm here to leave the damn country. If you want to stay where you are, go ahead. Be my guest. If you want to pay thousands of dollars of rent every month and every year it's just going to keep going up, go ahead. Be my guest. You let it be. If you want to pay for taxes until the day you die, go ahead. Be my guest. You imagine paying for taxes, but yeah, your hard-earned taxes ain't coming right back to you. Your taxes. Here's something people don't know. I do work. I do work as a security guard, right? And I do work as an FO2, and I do know what goes on behind the scenes with DHS. I have a couple people that works there. Let me guys tell you something that most people don't tell you. You don't get your money back. That money ain't coming back to you. You think your money's coming back to you, but your money ain't coming back to you. Your money is probably be sent to some random person or a migrant, if you want to say, because that's basically how I can really say these days. Who is getting about 2 to 4K a month. You don't see them complaining. Mm-mm. You don't see them complaining, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's a slap to the face to everyone else. Imagine, imagine, imagine this. Your family works so hard. They work so hard to come all the way here to have kids so they can get an education and everything else. But for what? And don't get me started with my social security card. That's worthless. That means nothing. I mean, like, what the heck that supposed to do for me? By the time I'm 60, I'm probably gonna have no money. So that's not fun. That's no fun. But let's get back to family for a sec. Because the video's getting a little more longer. Overall, I don't think what my sister is. Overall, I disagree with my sister, but I also understand where she's coming from. These decisions are not easy, and no one wants to separate family, right? And I can see that. However, sacrifices are going to be made, and this is what it's going to have to be. You don't see you don't see a random Muslim who's making billions and trillions of dollars thinking like, oh, I gotta do the good for the community. Yeah, okay, okay, buddy, okay, sure, okay. Okay, if that was the case, then you would have been practicing what you've been preaching. Like, hello, listen, we gotta make money, so we gotta make money, so we can grow this money, we can invest this money, so I can eventually give back to the very community. Even though, even though I feel like my community has always treated me bad, but I always know deep down it's better to do something that you know that you're doing for the sake of good than leaving yourself down a destructive path. Overall, follow your heart, trust your gut. I did question about it. I basically came up with a conclusion, and that's my critical thinking for today. Don't always trust what your parents. Actually, no, no, say night. Okay, okay. Let me rephrase that because I don't want to say something that's gonna sound very controversial. Got it. Okay. Okay. Respect your family, respect your siblings, but question, but always question about every decision that they make. Like for example, like let's say you have a father who tell you not to smoke, but yet he's smoking like 4 packs of cigarettes in the corner over there. You know what I mean? Wouldn't make any sense. Or like, or like the government is, or like those, or the government is telling you, oh, you gotta follow this healthy guideline, but yet they're like 400 or 500 pounds, can't even walk up a flight of stairs. That kind of stuff. Like the next time when someone tells you something, or next time you got an idea, I want you to write it down somewhere and actually put it to work. By the time you've already made it happen, they're not gonna stop you because you're already locked in. You and me were locked in together, and that's what's the most important thing. I definitely want to hear see from all y'all. I should probably do a couple edits here and there, like woo, 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 like I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about like just going on the computer real quick and do a little Google edits, but I don't know. I'll probably have to cut some things out maybe. But this might just be raw unfiltered, a raw unfiltered variation. The only thing I'll probably have to do is either I'll have to record. I don't know, man. I feel like the computer. I feel like the computer quality needs something, but I think the computer should be fine. Maybe I should bring my other laptop and see if that works out. I don't know. Let me guys know. Comment down below. I guess I don't really do those kind of things. I mean, you've heard that probably 1,000 times. But if you do have any suggestions though, or if you want to, or if you got anything to say, I mean, that's always nice. I mean, I love to hear what you guys have to say. Other than that though, I've been rambling on for too long. I said what I said for today. The grind don't stop till we stop. I'll see you next time.